Welcome to Senior Year, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nicky Tay Tay.
And today we are reviewing The Equalizer 2.
We must all pay for our sins. Directed by Antoine Fuqua, starring Denzel Washington. So, Denzel is back, and might I say back for the first time, in his first ever sequel with The Equalizer 2. Now, I know what you're thinking. Out of every movie Denzel has played in, why this one?
Why this one?
Why make a sequel to The Equalizer? And I'll tell you why. It's because Denzel doesn't know what else to do. The man has done it all. He has done it all, folks. And he's like, screw it, let's just do another action movie. I got my guy, Antoine. We might as well. And might as well is exactly what they did. Now, The Equalizer, the first movie, is it good? Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
You know, over the top action. You got Denzel charisma. It's enjoyable, and you like it for everything that it is. The Equalizer 2. Do you like it for what it is? Do you wish Denzel would have stuck to his routine and left it just a solo movie? I don't know how I feel. I think it's mainly because this movie is very well split into two parts. It's the beginning part that I didn't like, and it's the second part, which I really did like.
And I actually kind of disagree with that. I feel like Equalizer felt more like the first film than a sequel. The movie took way too long to actually get some meaningful action in this movie. For this to be a sequel, you would think that this movie will have a lot more action and a lot less character building.
Exactly. And that's what you expect from a sequel, right? In the first movie, they do all the story building, they tell us who the character is, we figure it out, and then there's a big, action scene, and we're like, yeah, this is awesome. In the second one, I don't want to know who the character is. You don't have to build me, what is his routine, what is he like, how it feels to be him personally. I've already gotten that from the first one. I know who the Equalizer is, and to spend an hour,
at least
showing us that he's a Lyft driver. I don't need an hour of him Ubering people around. I don't.
And if they did want to take that approach, it would be fine. But let some of those jobs that he do actually lead into some action. If you want to show Denzel Washington being the vigilante, more like the Punisher, I used to call him the Black Punisher going off the first Equalizer. If that is the role that you wanted to take, then let each of his Uber stops lead him to some actual action.
Exactly. Commit.
Let it lead him into something that's actually going to be beneficial to the audience watching. Not a snooze fest of him trying to save the lives of people that we really don't care about.
It's great you're helping all these random people and everything. But stay off the radar.
Exactly. It's just way too much dialogue, way too much setting up plot lines versus just getting to what we want from the Equalizer.
And then you get characters that you see one moment and then you can go 40 minutes without seeing them again. Like, this movie really was too long for it to be maybe 5 action scenes in total.
I can tell you one thing for certain. The two halves of this movie definitely aren't equal.
Now, as great as Denzel Washington is, and Denzel Washington is usually and always great, he cannot make this movie good. He just cannot. The movie is not absolutely terrible, but what we wanted in this movie is Denzel Washington brutally, mercifully, I'm making up words, but that's what I wanted. I wanted him just to kill people in all these crazy ways like he did in the first movie. Like the little thing with the pencil. I wanted something like that in this movie. And guess what he didn't do, Nick?
He did not.
He did some of it. Did not enough of it. I wanted this to be the John Wick 2 for Denzel Washington. I want to go in here and I want to see Denzel Washington kill at least 20 to 25 people in various different ways. That is what I wanted. Guess what I didn't get? That.
You didn't get John Wick 2.
I didn't get John Wick 1.
This movie, speaking of Keanu Reeves, this movie feels a lot like the second Matrix, right? Where the beginning of it is, what is this? What is this? Why are they not in the Matrix? Where's the slow motion bullets? And then the second half of it, you're like, this is awesome. We got the Ghost Dredd twins. We got Neo flying. We got the super Smith fight. It was amazing. And Equalizer plays out just like that. And unfortunately, Denzel's charisma and charm just cannot make up for the first half of this movie, which is just so slow and boring. Literally just meandering on itself until the plot point kicks in. And for Antoine to deliver, an hour's worth of just dialogue, and it's not even like it's the Godfather dialogue. It's not like dialogue that's meaningful. It's literally Denzel helping people, and it's great. It's great that after a lifetime of killing, you want to give back, and like he said, be a vigilante. But again, I don't need to see that for an hour. One or two, montage scenes, and I get it. You're a cab driver. I get it. But get back into the business. Why we're here. It's to see action. It's to see action.
And this story was very predictable. Everything was seen coming, nothing to really blow you out your seat. It really was a very bare bones plot. And like Nikki Tate said, I was thinking that as he was talking, they really could have summed up the first hour of that movie in a montage, and it would have been so much better, because that way we still know he was doing a lot of civilian work for people, but at the same time, we don't have to sit through an hour's worth of terrible dialogue that doesn't lead into anything bigger. And the villain, the protagonist, was terrible. He really didn't bring anything to the story. The one good thing is that he made the last fight scene good. I even like the direction that Antoine went with the actual scene, how it took place, where it took place. All of that actually was brilliant. I wish I could have got more of that thoughtfulness into the entire movie based on what we seen at the end of the movie. And I'm literally talking about the last scene. When people watch that, the ambiance, the cinematography, everything was just done so well that you would think that if the rest of the movie would have been anywhere close to this, we actually would have had a hit. But we left the theaters like, I don't need this to be a trilogy.
Yeah, I definitely am not looking forward to the Equalizer. It can sit in that back room and collect dust.
Denzel, for this to be your first sequel, I really wish you would have picked any other movie, really, dog. Anything else.
Any.
With all of that being said, I was really hoping that this could have been the next Black Punisher. I know that's a lot, but that's just kind of what I wanted from this. I really wanted to see Denzel taking revenge on all of those who would dare strike him. And that's not really what I got. So, with all that being said, I probably have to give this movie a 6.75. It only gets such high of a number because of the scenes of action that they did have were good. All of the action scenes that were in this movie were phenomenal. And I just wish I would have got a whole lot more of that versus a whole lot more of what we actually got in the Equalizer 2.
For me, the film as a whole is enjoyable. Again, there is an hour's worth of this film that you just have to get through to get to the part that is worth it. The part that you want to see based on the first film. Denzel, an amazing job. Absolutely. I do not blame the first half on you. You still had the charisma. You had jokes. The choreography of the fight scenes was well done. Great job. I just blame the writer and the director for deciding to take this approach with a sequel. Again, I don't need as much backstory in a sequel. We know who the Equalizer is. If you just want to catch us up, do that. But do it fast, because again, this is an action movie. I don't want to sit here for the first hour and think this is Antoine Fisher. Great movie, but that's not why I'm here. In closing, I think I would have to give this movie a 6.9. Because the second half of the movie was done very well. It was entertaining. But the first half of the movie is definitely the weight dragging it down. That completes the review of the Equalizer 2. As always, let us know what you think. Did Denzel do a good job? Did he fall short on his first sequel attempt? Did you love this movie? Did you even like the first one? Let us know in the comments section. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of our reviewing content as we try to give you more reviews. We love doing this.
Yes, we do.
We love doing this, and we want to hear if you love seeing this.
Yes. And also let us know if you want us to do more. And if it is, what? What specifically would you like to see? We would love to hear your feedback so we all can grow together and get better together.
Absolutely. We take recommendations. So if there's something you really want to see us review, let us know. And as always, don't forget, you've seen it here. King Kong ain't got on me.
Of your media needs. My name is Ray. Bruh. Can we just give the people what they want, bro?
But they won't.
All of your media needs.
We must all pay for our sins.
And they are not created equal. You look good? I cut it off.
As always, let us know what you think. Didn't do good. Didn't do bad. Didn't know at all.
Doesn't do good.
Yeah. And as always, don't forget, you've seen it here.
You left-handed or you right-handed? I'll break them both. That's what he should have did. I'll break them both. You've been equalized.